Hey, what's up, fellas? It's Thursday. It is the 13th. It's just going to be a real gorgeous day out here. It's a little chilly. It'll pick up in a little bit. I'm going to title this video something about no good deed goes unpunished, and that older women are a bane, older modern women, um, older, lonely, bitter women are a bane to any man's existence. And some of us do not tolerate those fools. So this is a 2-day event, and I'll get to the point. If those of you don't know, today is day 52 for me, being sober, and I attend a morning meeting at AA, capital AA, online.org. Check-in time, the meeting starts at 6:30 Mountain Standard Time, so that's 8:30 back on the East Coast. So yesterday, there was a lady who goes by the moniker Cookie Lady, uh, forward slash, I guess it's forward slash, and then Cheryl, SHERYL, as I believe how she calls herself. She was having an emotional event and sharing it with everybody in the public forum about she couldn't take it anymore and this and that and that. And one of the things you can do there to check on somebody or to help them or try to help them is you click on their name and you send them a private message. I asked her if she was okay. She said she was okay. I said, okay, I'll let it go at that. And that went back and forth a little bit to the time where it was like a little uncomfortable for me. And I just said, okay, and popped out of the private. So this morning, I'm a little early, and I'm always early. Um, that's a good habit. Anyways, and out of the blue, this lady, the cookie lady, Cheryl, is chairing the meeting. And out of the blue, she goes, I want you all to assure me, and she makes direct reference to me, that she's okay and that I don't need to worry about her and I don't need to be sending her private messages and this and that and that. And I chimed in the public forum that that was a private message and I didn't appreciate her making it public. And she went on and on and on and on and on. I finally said she was being obtuse and rude, and I had to block her. And she was hosting the meeting. So, anyways, I don't know if you guys know this, but I used to do a lot of legal work in Washington D.C. or the DMV, the District, Maryland, and Virginia area for the government. Well, for the DAV, Disabled American Veterans, and the Veterans Administration, the Appeals Management Center, I would write legal briefs for veterans law judges in order to try to get my clients the benefits they were seeking, or benefits slash entitlements they were seeking. I also did that for Social Security, people applying for Social Security. So all that to say this, I was very good at that. Anyways, um, I'm talking to my friend from D.C. and he goes, he works at 6th Street. So if you know in and around Washington D.C., you should know what that means. So anyways, we're talking and he asked me because this is an inside attorney, lawyer, whatever you want to call it, Joe. He said, should I start the clock? And if you don't know it, if you've ever played chess where they have a clock that you press the button and it keeps track of the time down to the second. Uh, anyways. And that's one of the things they actually have by the phones as new attorneys and new lawyers, because it's billable hours, so they can keep track. Anyways, it was just funny. And then he stopped me, and he gave me two pieces of advice. He talked to me about vicarious liability, and I'll go into that after the funny part. Now, the funny part was he reminded me of a Disney movie named Frozen. He even sang a few bars of it. He was like, let it go, let it go. And I just started laughing on my end of the line. But I was very uh, embarrassed that that lady would try to humiliate me in a public forum. So that was it. And I laughed. Now, I'll talk to you about the legal ramifications. It is called vicarious liability. And some of the people I know will sue anybody for anything at any time, anywhere, if the money's right. I'll say that again. Some of the people I know that lobby in Washington, D.C. will sue anyone at any time for anything as long as money's right. A lot of times, what they try to do is they try to get into a war with a company or a group that doesn't have as deep of financial pockets as they do, and then they just grind them up in court. Every brief costs money. Every time you research something costs money. So, anyways, I'll leave it at that. And how it applies to vicarious liability is vicarious liability means that when you are at work in any capacity, even as a volunteer, if you are a member of a bigger group such as aaonline.org and you are functioning as the chairperson, aaonline.org is liable for the things you say and do. Let's say you take your private automobile and you're delivering the mail for as you're on your way home, you're going to just drop the mail off for the business, a trucking company, and you get into an accident. The company, because you were on company time, is liable for the damage you do. A lot of people don't ever want to think about that. They think they can just go around saying and doing whatever they want. Of course you have freedom of speech. You don't have freedom of accountability and liability. And that is something that modern women, especially the older modern women who are very bitter about their situation, are very unhappy about. So, cautionary tale, it's not hard to find out who runs aaonline.org. Send them an email. Already got an email back from them. You'd be surprised. And I told them I'm not going to present. I told them the same story I told you. I don't intend to pursue the matter formally or anything like that. But I did remind them about vicarious liability. And that is something that people who act a fool in public do not realize why they can be fired. Because if you're in a capacity, for example, that's why they're going after the firefighters so hard who gave I believe, I can't remember her name, but she's the one prosecuting Donald Trump in New York. It's an absolute witch hunt show trial. It's a terrible political trial. He didn't receive any type of justice. Donald Trump is former President Donald Trump, excuse me. And that's why when they were booing her, because that was an official meeting and stuff like that, they're trying to go after some of the individual firefighters because they can say that wasn't because they were in official capacity there. That's vicarious liability. All right? Love you guys. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. And if you can't, you have to take care of yourself. If you are acting on your own, uninvolved, off work, you're not representing a company, you don't have their shirt or hat on or anything as a private citizen, your freedom of rights, freedom of speech is fine. If you are at an official function as a member of that community, group, whatever it is, and you act ignorant, you can be held accountable for that. And I used to do that professionally. Love you guys. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. And if you can't, you have to take care of yourselves. We need you. I'm going to do what I can to help you without taking anything from you. And for me, this video is more of me venting. So I don't want to drag anybody into court because I got my feelings hurt. And that's the truth. That's the objective truth. I got my feelings hurt. I got a little bit embarrassed. And rather than... I just have the ability to stop myself now. Like a fort in a G-string, West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.